Hello everyone in YouTube land, Hardworker12 here. It's been just about 1 month since I purchased my 2013 Jetta TDI Sportwagen Dieselgate mobile, and I'd like to give you an update on the fuel economy I'm getting so far with the car. I have been keeping very detailed fuel economy records for it. I've filled up 3 times, and this is what I've gotten so far. For some context, when this car was shiny and new and before its dirty little secrets became public, it was rated by the EPA at 29 miles per gallon city, 39 miles per gallon highway, and 33 miles per gallon combined. My car has had its cheater emission systems fixed, and according to both Volkswagen and the EPA, fuel economy is what pays the penalty here, but the penalty isn't that huge. This car is now rated 29 miles per gallon city, which is the same as before, 37 miles per gallon highway, which is 2 less than before, and 32 miles per gallon combined, which is 1 less than before. So, what am I actually getting? Well, on the very first tank of diesel I drove, I went 375.0 miles, I used 11.5 gallons of fuel, and ended up with an average miles per gallon of 32.7. This first tank I would describe as mixed driving, some highway, some city. So essentially real world, I got exactly what the EPA said that I would get. The second tank was worse. The second tank was a lot of Uber driving, mostly city, as well as sitting somewhere idling for a while, waiting for another ride request. So on the second tank, I went 351.8 miles and I used 12.3 gallons of diesel, making my average mile per gallon 28.6. This was a little disappointing to me. I guess I expected more out of the car, but given my driving during those 351.8 miles, really the car did exactly what VW and the EPA said it should. It's rated 29 miles per gallon city, and I got 28.6 real world, which is pretty much spot on. Third tank was a little bit of a redemption for the car. It was still mostly city driving, but a little more highway and a little less idling, and I went 417.3 miles on 13.3 gallons of fuel, making my average mile per gallon 31.4. This did make me happy because it was higher than the average on my last tank, but also because the range on this car is great. 417 miles, driving mostly city miles, is a revelation for me personally because I've never had a car that got this good of fuel economy that my TDI does. If you're wondering how I calculated my MPG, I did it the old-fashioned way. Fill up the car, reset the trip odometer, drive it until you need to fill it up again, fill it up, do the math, and repeat. Now, I only fill my car until the pump automatically clicks off. I don't brim it to the absolute top because this really isn't good for your fuel system. So there could be some margin of error here between one pump and another, but for my purposes, it's close enough. So far, my impression is that this car is going to get what the EPA says it will get, which honestly is a little disappointing because before the emissions were fixed, TDIs typically outperformed the EPA ratings for fuel economy pretty easily. I have not yet done a pure highway drive with it to see what the very top possibility for fuel economy is on this car, but when I do, I'll let you know how it goes. Thank you very much for watching and have a great day.